One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Houston, Texas, and Rice Stadium, home to the Owls. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Tulane Green Wave, taking on a conference rival from the American, the Rice Owls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Rice ready to kick it off and get this game started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So Tulane's offense will go to work first. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number 1.
They'll ride the hot hand. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's got it down the middle. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? So Rice's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know having position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have it.
Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Man, it's fun to watch defense that just, they look so in sync and coordinated. And watching the tape coming into this week's game, you could tell last week this defense was dialed in. They don't give up big plays. They don't give up points. They make you earn everything. Looking like another game like that so far today.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for it.
Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Off the play fake on first down, to throw. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
Got a little space. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. To the air, it's DeLuca. Unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Owls have it with a 1st and 10. The RPO, it's complete. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7th. And the Owls are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw. He just got rid of that one to save the down, didn't see anything he liked.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only 1st down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
Quarterback on the keeper. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Rice.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
Returner will field it and try to get some field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll start this drive with a pass. Makes the grab inside the 30. Racing down the left side. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Green Wave.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Dropping back, it's DeLuca. Flips it out on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Man, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Snatches it on the right. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. From the gun, the ground game. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
These offensive scripts on both sides have been masterpieces as they are going up and down the field in the first. Second down, he'll throw it. It's complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the heat. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And the defense has given up some plays, some passing yards on this drive. You want to stop that? Nice job rushing the quarterback, making him feel a little bit of pressure and getting him on the ground and now getting him behind the sticks.
While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards out. And this one is perfect. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Florida is currently trailing in this one, but I'm old enough to remember the comeback Danny Werfel led in 1995 to beat Tennessee. So don't...
Touchdown, Green Wave! Stealing a score on special teams. He is a field-flipping machine. Taking on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
The Owls can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. And the Owls are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Looking to pass. It's DeLuca. Hauls it in. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. Rice going to work with another 1st and 10. He's in open space downfield. Turning it on. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. This Rice offense has a nice-looking drive going. Off the play fake on first down. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
High the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. This one's complete. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at it. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The play action fake. Pressure coming. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home.
Intercepted, and that total goes to 16.
As some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. Right down the boulevard. It's now a 1-point game, 14-13. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick, vitally important. Breaks into the open. Lowers those pads. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. The Green Wave hoping that huge run puts momentum on their side. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. And now on 2nd down for this offense. They'll run play action. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Touchdown, Tulane! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that 1st drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the 2nd drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Let's
go. When you see snot bubbles coming out of the offensive player, you know it was a good lick. The Mike linebacker sits right in the middle of the field, ready to roll, ready to lay the hammer.
There he goes. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Owls!
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Going to the running game. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Got the first down and still on his feet. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Looking for space. It's Hankins. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away. Got the running back on the ground immediately.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Now they're going to throw it. Snagged out of the air. Pushed down for the tackle. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Green Wave trying to move the chains on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Going for it all. Got it inside the 10. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football.
Touchdown, Green Wave! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Wants to throw. It's DeLuca. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Intercepted. Trying to take it back. The 30. He's at the 10. He'll go out of bounds at the 4-yard line, and he almost had a pick 6.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year and comes up with a massive play right there.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Green Wave. And they take it in for 6 more points. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Handoff from the shotgun. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Finds the tight end. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
He's got his man, makes the grab. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. The Owls with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking for a man, it's DeLuca. Back open in the middle. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
QB strikes the ball and the clock is stopped. No gain.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Off play action. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Owls. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
That is exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this 2nd half.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Wants to go up top on 1st down. Good timing on the quick out. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield on 1st down. Wide open downfield. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. One more snap coming before halftime. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw on 1st down. Zips it out to his man. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. And the offense will stay out there for one more play with 1 second remaining in the first half. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Tulane.
Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And that lead grows even bigger. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Houston. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. 2 workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside historic Rice Stadium.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. To throw, it's DeLuca. Finds his tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Owls have it with a 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. He breaks the tackle. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Got it behind the line. It's Lindsey. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. Catches it cleanly at the 20. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Ready to fire from the pistol. Using his legs, it's McLeod. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for him.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Right back to the well. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Use the play fake, now to throw. Gets rid of it. Just a little off. Incomplete.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats and he's shuffling and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but hey, batting it away, it's a big-time play.
Here's the pressure. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
As a quarterback, it's no fun playing against 3-4 defenses when they can get pass rushes from the interior of their defensive line. How can you complete throws against this defense if you can't step up into the pocket?
Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Connection to the right. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And it's a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Tulane looking to put one on the board from the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. The throw to the outside is complete. Touchdown, Tulane! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Ready to try the point after.
Well, I love the decision-making by the quarterback, going to his go-to receiver in that situation of the game, but defense, come on. You got to know that's the guy the QB is looking for.
Tulane, 45. Rice, 27.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Leaves it with the back. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
He'll take it on the return. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Still looking, on the move. He's going to take off. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
Really nice job on the scramble that time. He saw an opening, he went out and got the first down with his legs. He's killing this defense right now, throwing it. He's now doing it running as well. Anything this guy wants to do is working.
Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
They go right back to it. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Green Wave in a world of hurt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Forced out of the pocket. Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. The give to the back. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Rides the back on the option. The give. Got enough for the first. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. So they picked up that last 1st down on the ground, now with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's DeLuca. It's complete to the right. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the 1st down. The Owls racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense going forward.
And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. We've reached the break, and it's Tulane on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Flips it out in the flat. Nice move to keep running. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Rice hoping to cash one in from the red zone. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Pulls it in. Bulldozes his way through. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Zings it complete to the right. Touchdown, Rice. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
Lining up for the PAT. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Southern Miss is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage today, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by a field goal over Arkansas State. Sun Belt, Fun Belt. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll try it over the left side. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
He's running free down the middle. The 30, the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Green Wave. They extend this fourth quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak. That his 40th career touchdown run.
This guy's had a lot of success throughout his career, but 40 touchdowns is something that's pretty commendable, David. He continues to challenge himself each and every game and every year to get better.
Yeah, just the consistency has been so impressive. The offense is built around him. Like, he's going to get the football, he's going to be featured, and still finds the end zone week after week.
Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. Back to pass, it's DeLuca. Oh, they're after him. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
This offense is in no hurry, right? Control the clock is priority number one. I'm going to run the football. I got the lead. I already got great field position, but I'm not interested in scoring right away. I got to make sure I watch that play clock tick down, maximize those seconds, and keep being physical with the run game.
Tulane lines up on 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Touchdown, Green Wave! And the beatdown has ensued. They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the tailback. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. 3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. To the air, it's DeLuca. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
They're working that left side. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game. This offense has it with really good field position. The give as they work on that clock. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one. What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick its way to the end zone. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together. They try to pop a run on the draw. He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. To the air. It's DeLuca. Rushes on him. Had to get rid of it quickly.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit.
Number 14 in punt formation to kick it away.
Takes it on the return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
I think if you're the head coach here, it's a bit of a mixed reaction to your passing attack so far in this game. You put up a bunch of yards throwing the football, you've lit up the scoreboard, but you've also given up 4 sacks. Pass protection has been a problem so far in this game.
Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan meet face, ball game over.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.